Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, in this video, we're going to be finishing our topic on the different types of Muddud in the science of Tajweed. So in part two, the previous part, we talked about those Mudduds that are going to be elongated more than 2 haraka and are caused by a sukoon. So we covered Med al-Lin, we covered Med al-Arid al-Sukoon, and likewise we covered al-Med al-Lazim. Now in this video, we're going to cover the last types of Mudduds, which are those that are caused by a Hamza, and that are also going to be more than 2 harakas, which are Med al-Muttasil, Med al-Munfasil, and Med al-Silat al-Kubra. So all of these three here are going to be elongated 4 to 5 haraka. So Med al-Silat al-Kubra is, for example, Manuhu akhnada. Med al-Munfasil, Alladhi at'amahum. And then Med al-Muttasil, As-Sama. So all of these are elongated 4 or 5 haraka. And inshallah, we're going to be covering them one at a time. So let's start off with Med al-Silat al-Kubra. Med al-Silat al-Kubra is a sister of Med al-Silat al-Sughra, which we covered in part 1. And inshallah, here is going to make sense, the correlation between the two of them. So Med al-Silat al-Kubra is that the pronoun hu or he be attached to a small ya or a small waw. Okay, so for example, here we have a hu, and it's attached to a small little waw here, right? So you have maduhu akhnada. Here we have a he, and it's attached to a small ya. It doesn't look like a ya, but that is a ya right there. So you're going to say yukadhibu bihi illa. Now the conditions for this to happen are two. The first one is that the hu or the he is between two letters that are mutaharrik. Mutaharrik means letters that have a haraka on it. So here both the hu and the he are between two letters that have a haraka. Here we have a lam fatha, here we have a hamza with a fatha, here we have a ba with a kasra, and here we have a hamza with a kasra. The second condition is that the hu or the he is followed by a hamza. This is specific for Med al-Silat al-Kubra. For Med al-Silat al-Kubra, the hu or the he, it needs to be followed by a hamza. If it's followed by a hamza, that's when it's going to be Med al-Silat al-Kubra. Because as we covered, these three that we're going to be covering in this video are all caused by a hamza. The reason why it's being elongated 4 or 5 haraka is because there's a hamza coming. Okay, there's a hamza coming after the letter, and it's causing this to happen, as we're going to see for all three of them. So what's going on here is that we have the pronoun hu or he, and it's being attached to a small waw or a small ya, and that hu or that he is coming between two mutaharrik letters, and more specifically for this here, it's being followed by a hamza. And this is when you're going to have Med al-Silat al-Kubra, more specifically a hamza al-qata', of course. So this is the difference between Med al-Silat al-Kubra and Med al-Silat al-Sughra. Med al-Silat al-Sughra, which we covered in part 1, is that yes, you have a pronoun hu or he, and it's attached to a small waw or a small ya, right? Rabbihi nakanud, li rabbihi nakanud. But here, the hu or the he is not followed by a hamza al-qata'. It's not followed by a hamza al-qata'. So here we have a he, right? And it's attached to a small ya, and it's coming between two letters in mutaharrik. But the letter that's coming after it is not a hamza al-qata'. So we have Med al-Silat al-Sughra, which is only going to be about 2 haraka. Okay? Can be more, but it's usually just going to be about 2 haraka. Now, on the other hand, for Med al-Silat al-Kubra, you have the pronoun hu or he, and it's attached to a small ya or a small waw, and it's between two mutaharrik letter. But the thing that's making these two different is that here, the hu or the he is followed by a hamza al-qata'. Yukadhibu bihi illa I. There's a hamza there, hamza al-qata'. Here we have maluhu akhnada. Same thing, we have a hamza al-qata'. So that's the difference between Med al-Silat al-Sughra and Med al-Silat al-Kubra. It's very, very detailed. It's whether there's a hamza al-qata' coming after it or not. If there's a hamza al-qata' coming after the hu or the he, it's kubra, right? 4 or 5. And if it's not going to be followed by a hamza al-qata', then it's going to be sughra. Now moving on, we have al-Med al-Munfasil. Al-Med al-Munfasil. Al-Med al-Munfasil is very simple. Is that you have a harf med that comes at the end of a word, and that harf med is followed by a hamza al-qata' that's coming at the beginning of the following word. And this will be also elongated 4 or 5 haraka. So here you have a harf med, here you have a harf med, and here you have a harf med, right? And we covered what's a harf med in a previous video. And all of these are followed by a hamzatun qata', and likewise we'll have a separate video where I explain what hamzatun qata' is. And here we have a hamzatun qata', and that hamzatun qata' is coming at the beginning of the following word. It's coming at the beginning of the following word. So thus we have med and mutfasil. في أنفسهم الذي أطعمهم يلبثوا إلا. So in all these scenarios, you have a harf med and it's followed by a hamzatun qata' that's coming at the beginning of the following word. Okay, this is very important to know because the next one, med al-muttasil, is the same exact thing, but the hamzatun qata' comes after the harf in the same word. Here, the hamzatun qata' is not coming at the beginning of the next word, but rather it's coming right after the harf med, and it's coming in the same exact word as it. So for example, here we have a harf med, right? We have an alif. And that alif is followed by a hamzatun qata', and that hamzatun qata' is coming after it, but in the same word. The hamza here is in the same word as, and it's part of the word sama. So that's why it's med al-muttasil. Was-sama. Same thing here. We have a dagger alif, and it's followed by a hamzatun qata' in the same word. Ulaik. Same principle here. We have harf med, a ya there, and it's followed by a hamzatun qata' in the same word. Waji. So these are the three different types of muddud that are going to be more than 2 haraka, and every single one of them, every single one of the three is caused by a hamza. Hamza is coming after it, either after the harf med in the same word like med and muttasil, or in the next word like med and munfasil, or you have a hu and a he with all the conditions mentioned, and coming after it is hamzatun qata'. And with this, we've covered all the different types of muddud in the science of Tajweed. Walillahil hamd.